Joseph Decker was born on November 28, 1870, in Pulaski County, Kentucky. He was the sixth of 9 children born to James and Cassandra or Cassie Mink Decker. When Joseph was born, his father was 36 and his mother was 32. Joseph grew up in Pulaski County, Kentucky, where his father worked as a farmer and his mother worked as a housewife. Around 1885 or 1886, Joseph's older brother Jonathan Decker decided to move west to Missouri. Joseph was a teenager at this point, and together with his parents and 6 of his siblings, they moved with him. They traveled by wagon and settled in Ozark County, Missouri, south of Dora. Not long after the move, his brother Jonathan bought a store in a small community called Birdtown. Jonathan would later build a bigger store there in 1917. The store was built so the nearby spring ran underneath it. That store Jonathan built over 100 years ago is still standing today. After moving and living in Missouri for almost 20 years, Joseph met his wife. On April 30th, 1904, when Joseph was 33, he married 19-year-old Laura Collins. Joseph and Laura lived in Ozark County, Missouri. They owned their own house and farmed for a living. Joseph and Laura didn't have any children, but in the 1920 census, the couple had a 14-year-old boy living with them named Leslie Bennett. Leslie was attending school and farming with Joseph. His relationship to them was listed as a boarder. In Laura's obituary many years later, Leslie was listed in the family as her foster son. On the afternoon of November 13, 1939, Joseph Decker loaded up into the back of a pickup truck headed for the nearby town of West Plains, Missouri. Joseph lived in the country and not everybody owned a car. Back then, it was normal for many people to ride together to town to get supplies or for entertainment purposes like visiting the movies. Also traveling in the pickup were 8 other people whose ages ranged from 19 to 61 years old. At 4 p.m., the truck was traveling on 14 Highway when it skidded in loose gravel and overturned. After the accident, a physician from Colorado Springs named Dr. E.P. Hummel just happened to be driving by. He stopped and brought the most seriously injured to the neighboring hospital. Joseph survived the accident, but passed away due to his injuries shortly after making it to the hospital. The newspaper stated, Mr. Decker's skull was crushed at the base of the brain, 1 shoulder broken, some ribs, and 1 ankle broken. His death certificate stated his cause of death was a brain injury due to his fractured skull. Everyone else in the pickup survived the accident with injuries. Joseph was buried in the County Line Cemetery in Ozark County, Missouri, next to his sister, Amanda, or Mandy Decker, and his parents, James and Cassie. I also cleaned James and Cassie's graves. James' video has been posted, and Cassie's will be posted soon. After Joseph passed away, Laura eventually moved to West Plains in Howell County, Missouri. Laura lived 37 years after Joseph passed away, and she never remarried. Laura passed away on August 4th, 1976, at the age of 92. Laura is buried in Parsons Cemetery in Ozark County, Missouri, with her parents and siblings. The County Line Cemetery was abandoned after 1940 when the road to it was shut down. Joseph was one of the last few burials to happen in that cemetery. Sadly, Laura didn't have the option to be buried next to her husband. Her stone is also incomplete. Laura probably had her stone put in before her death, which isn't uncommon. Her stone has her birthday on it, but after she passed away, nobody made sure her death date was added, and it is still blank. Joseph's stone has flowers and a dove carved at the top. The dove represents love, purity, and innocence. His epitaph reads, "At rest." Here are the before and after photos of his stone. I took the after shot 3 months after I did the first cleaning on it. When I first saw the stone, I saw all the black underneath it. It was just really hard for the camera to pick it up, and then you probably noticed after I sprayed it with the D2, it really came to life and it showed all that staining that was underneath the stone. That staining is like ingrained in the stone, and scrubbing on it won't help, so I'm just going to leave it alone and let the D2 eventually clean it over time. I plan on going back to this cemetery in the springtime when the flowers are blooming, and I'm going to recheck all the stones in there and update their photos again if need be. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.